Terence Tam here today. Today I want to give you a big picture overview, like, what my little girl drew, just a big picture overview of how your marketing process should be online so that you can develop more successful marketing campaigns online. So, because if you don't have the big picture and you just focus on, say, one component of it, it's not going to work. Think of it as an ecosystem where you have to make sure each component works. So I want to give you a brief overview of what I think are the necessary basic components of a marketing funnel or a marketing process that you need to develop for your online marketing. So instead of me talking and you watching me, I'd rather show you on my computer so you can get more out of it. So let's jump into my computer, and not into my computer, onto my computer, and let me start showing you how your online marketing process should be. See you in a minute.
Hello and welcome to my computer. Alright, so today I want to give to you a very important thing for you to get your head around, which is the whole online marketing process. Now, basically this will help you to conceptualize what really works when you're starting to do online marketing, right? And this is what most people do when they start doing online marketing, which I'll show you in a second. Yeah, so this is what people think, right? Mainly people, what they would start doing is they use various paid ads on, say, Facebook, Google, or YouTube, or LinkedIn, or whatever. And they want to get people to go to a sales page, right, a product page or something, where they actually ask people to buy my stuff straight away, okay? And, sometimes it works for maybe if your product's really, really good and, people just happen to be looking for it, especially in Google, it might work, okay? I'm not saying it won't, but in 95% or maybe even 97% of cases, this is the wrong approach. You will end up spending a lot of money and getting absolutely terrible results. You will get a negative ROI on your marketing dollar and you will go broke very quickly. Okay, and that's not what I want to see you to do. I want to see you get great results from your online marketing. So in most cases, yeah, by all means, give this a test, but this model doesn't work, okay? So especially if you're using certain channels such as Facebook and Twitter, this model definitely does not work, okay? So keeping that in mind, this is what I suggest you do in your business. All right, let's go to the next slide. And this is the online marketing process that I know works. And bear in mind, as I give you this model or this process, it is not a one-size-fits-all thing, right? You need to come up with your own products and stuff. And, in certain cases, you might need to maybe add a step to it, okay? But I will give you a big overview of the framework. And I think you're smart enough to be able to put the pieces together for your own product and your own service to be able to create a marketing process that works for you. So without further ado, let's go into what the model looks like. Okay, so basically here it's a 3-step or 4-step process really. Okay, so first of all, once again, we're talking using paid traffic here. Okay, I'm not really that interested in the free stuff. The free stuff does work. It does take longer, and I think that should also be part of your marketing. But for this particular model, let's focus on the paid stuff. Okay, so for example, once again, you're using paid traffic with Facebook, with Google, with YouTube, LinkedIn, etc., Twitter. Okay, what you want to do is you want to direct this paid traffic to your content assets. So not to a sales page where you're selling them stuff. You are directing them to a content page. Now, what do I mean by content assets? You could be directing them to come to a blog, right? Where you have written something about their problem and how your product solves the problem. So a soft sell kind of approach, okay? So, for example, if someone wants to, and if you're selling, say, what should I think of? Used furniture, for example, you might want to direct people to come to a blog to say, what the environmental damage, throwing away your furniture and using brand new furniture all the time is causing the environment, and what impact does that have upon your children and the future, etc. Okay, that's just an example I came up with. Okay, it's, may or may not be real, but the whole idea here is to direct them to a content piece. Another thing, you can direct them to maybe a report, okay, a special report that people might want to sign up. For example, an ebook, or a how-to book, report, or something like that. So it's also part of your content assets, okay. And the other thing you can do is you can direct them to a webinar, a seminar. So all these things that basically serve to educate your audience. Now you're educating them so they become more informed buyers of your product and better quality buyers of your product. So the whole objective here for online anyway is to basically start pixeling and creating a list of customers. Okay, it could be an email list. And what I mean by pixeling is that you're tagging these people on the various channels so that Facebook, Google, YouTube, etc. know that, hey, this guy has been to your website before, and we can then use retargeting advertisements to actually get those advertised to those particular people. All right, so that's what you need to do: create content assets and get people to come to these particular content assets, okay? And then the next step then is basically now you're creating, as a result of them coming to view your blog post or view your video or sign up to your email list, now you have an audience, right? You have an audience, it could be via email, right? You have a list of people that you can market to, and or you have a list of people that you have pixeled and tagged on Facebook or Google, etc. Okay, so you can then remarket to those people, re-advertise to those people, and also that's where you also start incorporating email marketing. Okay, so that's a whole new discussion altogether. But basically what you need to do is to send out good quality content and some promotional emails to people that sign up to your list, okay, to build goodwill and also to stimulate sales. So that's what you do with your audience assets, which is the final step of this online marketing process. So this is a very general, basic overview, and I hope you don't do the same stuff that I showed you in the first slide. If you tried that in the first instance online and that didn't work for you, well, try incorporating this process into your marketing, into your online marketing, and I'm sure you get much better results. And before we go, I just want to give you as well the objective of each step. Okay, so step one, right, is you're basically trying to build awareness, because these are people that are cold audiences. They don't know you from a bar of soap. Okay, so it's the first point of contact. So you want to build awareness with these people, okay, so that they know what your brand is, what you stand for, etc. And then the next step is where you want to start building relationships with people. Now that they've come to your website, they've maybe starting to sign up for your newsletter. Here's where you want to start building that relationship, building that trust, because without trust, people are not going to buy stuff from you, okay? So the whole idea here is to start building a relationship by giving good content, all right? And of course, that stretches throughout the whole relationship with your database and with all your marketing. And finally, the ultimate objective here in the third step is to get them to perhaps buy stuff or move them along the journey at least, okay, to coming closer to buy stuff, right? So maybe it's like, in the second step, you get them to sign up for a report, and the third step, you might get them to sign up for a webinar. So it's actually one step closer to buying your stuff. So, once again, you really need to look at your particular business and your particular model and to figure out the whole sales process and how marketing can start coming in to actually build awareness, build relationships, and get people to buy stuff. All right. So I hope this was very useful to you, and I hope you will incorporate some of what you've learned today into your marketing, your online marketing. And once again, hope you get all the success that you hope for. And if you have any questions, once again, feel free to reach out. Happy to give you some answers if possible, and would love to hear from you as to the results you get from this. Thanks very much. This is Terence Tam from Radical Marketing signing off, and see you next time.